everybody, Roctimus Prime here, back with another Transformers video review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise Deluxe Class Bumblebee. This isn't Deluxe Class anymore. What is this? I don't know. It's Deluxe. It's the old Deluxe style. And it's really kind of cool. You see a nice picture of Bumblebee up here. Robots in the Disguise. What is this now, the third Transformers series to have Robots in Disguise? You had RID, then you had the Prime RID, now you've got Robots in Disguise. You have a nice little truck car Bumblebee there. See a nice representation of him. Ages 6 and up by Hasbro. Same piece of artwork there on the side. On the back you get your instructions. They're putting them on the back of the box now. Guess they gotta use it for something. The figure here, obligatory product shot. You have your download for the app, which I don't have, and apparently it's okay. It's not that great, but it's okay. Will I get it? I don't know. Coming onto the bottom here, you do see the other figures that are in the line. You see Grimlock, Steeljaw, and Strongarm. They're really tiny. Actually, my camera's picking that up pretty well. Good job, camera. Setting the packaging out. Here we have the figure itself. Now, it's an okay scaled car. Now, just to give you an example of how this scales, here you have my my custom. I forget the actual name of it, but it's the first Prime, the first edition. I'm not exactly sure the name of the car, but it was my first custom I got at TFCon, so you do have that for a vehicle size comparison. As you can see, pretty much the same size. The first B is a little bulkier, but there's a lot more robot kibble underneath. So again, from that side. Now, I think that they could have done the wheels in a little bit better of a plastic that rolls, because as you see on my table, it's just sort of gliding. The wheels aren't really moving. So I don't know if that's just on mine or if that's a widespread problem, but you should be aware of it. The paint, where it is actually really well done. As you can see, there is a slight difference in the shade of yellow going on the blue transparent bits as opposed to the yellow plastic. There's headlights nice and picked out. Apparently repro labels or repro labels or whatever you call that is actually doing a set already for this guy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But I believe that's all I can say for his robot mode. So before we get to transformation, remove the sword. Now the sword, as some people are calling it, it's a nice and a lovely sword. It is actually really cool, nicely detailed, and I believe this is the sword that he used to kill Megatron in Prime. Is that right? I don't know. But it's a sword. Nice plastic sword. So on these new Robots in Disguise figures, they are going for a much simpler transformation. Now, how I start the transformation is not 100% how they have it on the box. I take this panel, fold it back, reveal his head. Take it, and then fold it like that. Then you take these doors, you just kind of pull on them, get them unpegged from the front. And it does require a little bit of wiggling, because they are a little tight. There we go. And just bring them back, flail them out, and then you'll see there are two grooves up in here that these little tabs will slot into, like that. And there you have his wings. And they are ratcheted, which is kind of weird, but it holds them in one place. It makes it look alright. Now you want to take these sections, bring them up, and form his shoulders. Yay! You can come around here, bring this section down, and then take this whole assembly and rotate it at the waist. Then what you want to do is flip down the feet, make sure that's alright, split his legs, and there you have Bumblebee, all transformed and ready to roll. And I actually kind of dig this guy. Yes, he has a simpler transformation. Yes, he's not as articulated. But as I said, they're going for a much younger audience here, and that really has to be taken into account. And the transformation is a lot of fun. I had this guy transformed 6, 7, 8 times the first day I got him, and I don't regret it at all. It's just so cool. The kibble, I don't display my figures from the back, and I guess if you wanted to, you could kind of tilt that. I just leave it flat. Kind of looks kind of cool. Give Bumblebee a little bit of that. See, the angle just makes it look wrong to me. I will, however, say if you have his feet all the way down, he doesn't like to stand. He doesn't have a heel. So what you have to do is kind of bend him forward and then kind of lean him back at his knees. So he's kind of standing like that. He looks straight, but he's kind of standing forward slightly. But he does, when you do get him standing, he does stand very well, and he has those feet that are designed to have more of an A-frame sort of stance. As for accessories, as we already said, he comes with his lone sword, and he can hold the sword in his hand very nicely. Just slide it into wherever you like. And it is the calm hand, which looks weird when you hold things. I prefer the closed fist, but this is what they're going with, which is fine. And they do have the circle peg. On the inside, it's just kind of carved into the hand. Articulation-wise, his head can move up and down, and he does have a nice smirk, and he does have some gorgeous detailing there. You can see the rivets in his little head there. Code for the app. And it's just lovely, lovely detailing. You see the vents in his shins, and even the things in his shoes there, they're having trouble focusing. But there is detail in his shin, or in his, what would you call that? I don't know, arch? I don't know. So, posability is sort of limited, but it's not bad. His head will go up and down. It will look side to side. His shoulders go all the way around. They do get restricted by the door wings, but you can get them past. They're on a small ball joint, so they can go up like that, down that far. They're on a ball joint connection in here. This is just a swivel. And his arms are on a friction joint. So it's not a ratchet, so it's a nice fluid range of movement. And due to the transformation, he does have a very nice waist swivel if you want him to have one. You can do that. His hips are on, that's an interesting joint. They're on those kind of joints. I realize I'm showing you Bumblebee's crotch. I am terribly sorry. They're on little mushroom pegs that look like they have a pin through them, or they're held on by the plastic or something. I don't know. They're just held in there by magic. So, he does have a mushroom peg at his thigh swivel area, so you can have him do all kinds of nice swivels like that. You can have him bend at the knee, but it, again, because of the kibble, that's as far as you really can get it, is about that far. So it's not a giant knee joint, but you can sort of make up for it with him leaning way forward, like, I'm gonna get you. So that is basically it for Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. Apparently he's the leader, so we shall see how that plays out. And the internet is in uproar. More Bumblebee. Yes, more Bumblebee. But what are you gonna do? Kids like Bumblebee. And having him voiced by Terry McGinnis is really cool. See, I'm having trouble getting him standing. So, I say check this guy out. And little Decepticon over here. He's really cool. He's a nice little Bumblebee. And it's yellow and black as per, Bumblebee. But anyway, I'm going to go. So this has been Roctimus Prime with Robots in Disguise Bumblebee, saying hope you guys have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Take care, guys.